I'm wondering how to take your man cave to the next level. You probably are not, but I'm sure your husbands and boyfriends are.
Because we constantly do that.
Correct. So do not fret, because Matt Eisman, the Country King karaoke winner over here, and Mark Steinis is here to help you earn the highest score with their Man Cave 80s arcade beer bar. This is amazing. You guys.
This is out of this
How did
well,
you come
part
up
of out
with
of his
this?
mind.
Well, honestly, I love beer. And I love arcade games. But I'm completely in the presence of greatness with Grant over here, one of our crew members.
Grant.
This guy is next level. Not only does he have like 9 arcade games, he brews his own beer.
Wow,
So
Grant,
he was
impressive.
really the inspiration for taking an arcade game and turning it into the ultimate kegerator.
All right, well, where do you get old arcade games? Aren't these things expensive?
Well, yeah, if you're getting the functional ones, the ones that are up and running, yeah, they can be very expensive, but that's what you don't want that.
Okay.
Because you're going to gut this thing. We're going to show you what you do when you take it out. So you can go to eBay. You can find some of these things probably online on Craigslist or whatnot. 85 to maybe 150 depending
that's not
upon
bad.
the game you want. Yeah, but then we're going to take this thing apart.
Well, you guys already did, so why don't we
Yep.
get started? Player one, you're up.
All right, I'll take over. This is what you want to do because it's fun. We're going to dismantle it with a...
Oh, no way!
No, we didn't. Okay, so you're going to take that front panel off. You got to get all the controls, strip all those things out. The plexiglass comes off. Save these parts because you're going to use, parts are parts.
Parts are parts.
But no, you're going to take it apart, get the cobwebs out, really strip it down. You want to get to the nuts and bolts, the framework that's here. This is the opening. This is where you would look through and see the wugga, 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 wugga. But we're going to use that space as a shelf to put, I'll show you what we're going to use to put it on. So I'm building essentially a box here with the skills. I'm using circular, use the table saw. You can use a circular saw just for all the cuts if you want. But you're going to want to bevel this at one point because there's a little bit of an angle with the front of this panel that this is going to go into. So we're going to make the box, the wooden box. Use the brad nailer. Be sure you glue your joints as we always do. I did this portion by myself. You don't need help. It's nice if you can. That's what kids are for.
Right, exactly.
Right? Put it on the bottom. And painted it black, and it was set to go.
Oh, look at that.
I'll show you where that goes in a second.
All right, player two, you're up.
Player two, now up. So the first thing we did, we put this shelf in, and obviously this is where the monitor would go. So you're just using screws here to secure it into the plywood. These things are surprisingly solid, but this is where the glasses are going to go. Now, this is a kegerator here. This is actually a fridge. It fits perfectly right inside the back of this. That's what's going to keep the beer nice and cold.
Okay, how did you get the tap in here?
So this is where the joystick had gone, and as we open up the panel here, you can see we've got a little tubing that runs here into the fridge. So this was a fridge. We added this kegerator kit here. This is just the tap along with the carbonation, and we just drilled a hole in the side of the fridge. Now you can already see the beer is in here, ready to be delivered when player one steps up.
And where does one purchase a kegerator? I'm not even sure I've ever heard of such a thing. This is such a guy thing.
Yeah, you can get them on. They're actually very common online. A new one runs around $600. You can get them on eBay.
Yeah, you don't need to go new. Get it used. You get a used one for about $250.
So this is the kegerator you're looking at right now.
You're looking in the back. This is the sort of the guts in the back end.
Oh, there.
But you can get a kit as well.
So this kit was around $175. We had an existing fridge that was actually out here in our DIY garage. Right. And so we just drilled a hole into it and put the kegerator kit with it.
Let me just make a note here, and by the way, a tip of a hat to Dave in our props department, our department. An amazing mock-up. You can paint this any way you want it to go. We, of course, went with Astro Brews.
Because this beer is out of this world.
There it is.
Right.
I set him up and he eats them out of the park. The decals on the side of this by Dave and the top up here, we're going to put in a PDF form. It's a download, and then you can have that on. And
they're also iron-on.
But I love the texture. Sort of gives us this galaxy feel.
And I love the idea that he actually put the original money.
You could charge for the beer, but we've set it up to be free, though.
This is by the way, when I built the box and we painted it, it's for a very special thing, and that's for your mugs. So it's very handy to
put them right in there. Talk about 3D.
Yeah.